Hello, dear students. Welcome to Neet Biology with TARAK. Today's topic is reproductive health. Right? This has a more weightage in Neet as well as the NCRT. Right? In this chapter, we are to learn about the complete reproductive health with the definition and rest of all aspects. So here, according to WHO, World Health Organization. What is WHO? World Health Organization. World Health Organization. Right? Organization. This is the WHO. It means that they have given us a definition total well being in all aspects of reproduction. Right? According to the WHO, total well being of in all reproductive aspects means all functional reproductive organs, we can say that is as a reproductive health. According to that definition, first one, physical health and emotional health and behavioral health, and last one is the social health. The person physically is a perfect and emotionally should be perfect, and along with the behavioral as well as the social well-being, right? Physically and functional normal reproductive organs, right, without any defect, and normal emotional interactions among other individuals in the society. Then they should be have a normal behavior, healthy sex related behavioral interactions that undercomes the behavioral aspect or the behavioral health, right? Then fourth one is the, which is the social well-being. The person is the person is physically good, emotionally good, and behaviorally good, but even though the social behavior responsibility should be good, then we can say the person is the healthy person. The person is healthy person because they should be have a physical health, emotionally should be balanced, and behavioral aspects also considered. Then he should be healthy in the society. They have a responsibilities. Then we called as the health according to WHO, World Health Organization. Right? I hope you clear. Now total strategy of that population and all here. India's strategy meets the population blue boom. Here is the in the 1951. The year is 1951. India initiated the national family planning. Right. This is the among the first globally. This is the first country which that the family planning program. Right. Family planning program was initiated in India. That year is the 1951, right? And here is the then RCH was launched. RCH, that's the launch of reproductive and health care, reproductive and child health care program, which was launched in India. Under comes the in this RCH program, they have to take care reproductive health. Meanwhile, the person who is conceived up to they have a delivery, the what the food has to be provided, nourishment for the health of the mother as well as the child. This all under comes the RCH program. And here is a scientific milestone means RCH. In that only have to they have to invent or discover different things in the under category of reproductive health programs. Here CDRI, Central Drug Research, CDRI. This is a very important abbreviation. Central Drug Research Institute. Central Drug Research Institute. Where is located? In Lucknow, right? What they contribution? CDRI, they developed the non-steroidal contraceptive pill, which is named as a Sahel. It's a famous name. This is the one of the wonderful contraceptive. That's a Saheli. Saheli is the Saheli is also called as Saheli is also called as once in a week pill. Okay, weekly once they have to take. That's why once in a week pill Saheli. Who are developed this one? CDRI. Where it's located? Lucknow. What is CDRI? Central Drug Research Institute. What they are developed? Saheli. This is the Saheli is the tablet. What is the function? It act as a oral contraceptive. Those people don't want child or the space. They have to use this one as a contraceptive. Right? Here is the May by the May 2000 India population was the 1 billion, right? But at the independence it was 350 millions only. 315 millions only at the time of independence, but it is rapidly grow by the 2000. It reaches the 1 billion. What is the reason for that? That rapid growth population in India. For that rapid decline in the mortality rate, MMR. MMR means maternal mortality rate. What is MMR? Maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate. MMR means maternal mortality rate. And IMR, infant mortality rate, means decline. Decline means what? It's decrease. Which one decrease? Mortality of mother during the childbirth. On those days, mothers are, while giving birth, they are not able to give birth. In the course of that, they are died. They are died because of that's a mortality. Mortality means death. Maternal means mother. Okay. So it is decreased. It is decreased means what happened? The number of births will be increased. Right? Infant mortality rate also rapidly decreased because of that. Why it is decreased? Rapid. That's how the better health facilities provided by the Indian government. That's why these two are decreased. Then automatically what happened? That population is obviously increased. Two, this is a family planning program, 1951. But at that time, the people were not believed that regarding these family planning operations, they felt somewhat scared. That's the reason Indian government has educated the people with have a small family. Okay, small family. If you have a small family, this is the one family, one couple, they have a one or the two child, whomever it is, male or female, that's a happy family like. So for that have a, some slogans to motivate them. Hum do hamare do means we too we have to. Right? This is the one of the thing. And one or none. Right? Small families, all the things. These slogans are raising the statutory marriageable age. That's 18. 18 for the female, 21 for the male. When increasing the marriageable age, obviously it will be have a chance to some gap or the some space, what you call population will be stable few years. For the purpose, they are using that different slogans and motivations and giving the some incentives to the families those have a small scale families, right? Now here, what are the contraceptives, right? Contraceptive, this is a very very important. What are the contraceptives? Ideal contraceptive should have a, here is the why you are learning about the contraceptives, because of the, see here, the contraceptive means what? No, simply stop the pregnancy or the prevent the pregnancy, right? Why we are stopping the pregnancy means, you know that I told the family planning programs, what now the population is growing, should stop the population growth. What should you have to do? Use some contraceptives. Ideal contraceptive should have some properties. Okay, this is ideal for everyone. That's why ideal contraceptive is have some characters. The people are believing these ideal contraceptives, which people have a space between the children, or the what you call some gap required after marriage, that people need these contraceptives. First quality is the what is the quality of contraceptives? This is the question. Here is the answer. First one is the a user friendly. The contraceptive should be user friendly. Means what? Illiterate people also can able to use this one. Easy to use and understand. Okay, there is no difficulty to use. Very easy and easily available. Second point is the easily available. Okay, accessibility to the general public. Everyone should be get it easily. Okay, no need to go for the towns or somewhere, some big hospitals. Any medical shop also can get it this one easily. That's why called as easily available. And here is that work will be highly effective. When the people are using this one, they should be feel it is working 100%. That's constantly prevents the unwanted pregnancies. The main purpose of contraceptives is the to prevent the pregnancy, right? So highly effective. If you use that one, that will be work properly. And fourth one is the reversibility. With the couple require, they can able to use if they don't want what you call contraceptive. They need a child, then they have to stop. Allows user to choose when conceive later. If they want child, they have to stop this. That's a reversibility. And no or least side effects. This is the last one. These are the 5 points. No side effects. Does not interfere with the health or the sexual drive of the couple or the individual. Got it? So ideal contraceptive have a how many qualities? Here is the five. What are the first one? That should be user friendly, right? Second one is the easily available. Third one is the highly effective. And here is the reversibility and no or least side effect. These all are the qualities of the are the characters of the particular contraceptive. What is contraceptive? The contraceptive is the device or the chemical or whatever it is. It can prevent the pregnancy, prevent or the avoid pregnancy, avoid pregnancy, or the prevent or avoid pregnancy. That is called as a contraceptive. Got it? I hope you clear this one. Yeah, see that to meet these needs, medical science has developed 5 broad categories, which needs how to control the population. For that, 5 broad categories they are developed. Got it? Here is the natural methods, barrier methods, and IUDs, chemical methods, surgical methods. These are all are the contraceptives. Okay, natural methods are there. You can use natural methods to control the pregnancy, to prevent the pregnancy. Use barriers also, right? Intrauterine devices also can use, chemicals also use, we can use surgical methods also. All these 5 categories main aim is to prevent the pregnancy or the avoid the pregnancy. All the thing, it's a main thing is the avoid pregnancy, right? Avoid pregnancy, right? Right, now go for the natural methods. Natural and barrier. First go for the natural methods. This method called as a calendar method. Right? See, they given the calendar. One method is there. In that, generally natural methods, we are not using any chemical or any device. Okay, to prevent the pregnancy. We are using only methods only. Are the dates or methods are the some principles. So here main thing is the avoid the meeting of ovum and sperm without any device or the without any chemical. We should use we should use only methods, not devices, not chemical, but how to prevent the meeting of ova with the sperm cell, right? First natural method is the periodic abstinence. What is that? First one is the periodic abstinence. Second one is the withdrawal method. Third one is the lactational amenorrhea. These three are the undercomes the natural methods, right? Periodic abstinence also called as the calendar method. What do you call? Calendar method. Calendar method. Which one? Periodic abstinence. Avoiding coitus. Coitus means sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse called as the coitus. From the day 10 to 17 of the menstrual cycle. Actually, if woman is menstruated on the day 1, right? And here 28 day is the total cycle, right? In between 1 to 28 days, 10 to 17, this is the fertile period. What do you call? Fertile period. The couple, those don't want conceive, those don't want pregnancy, they have to avoid these days. What should be avoid? Coitus should be avoid. What are the days between the 10 to 17? Right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Nearly 8 days they has to be skip the coitus because of these days highly chance of ovulation. Okay, 14th day will be ova will be released, but it will be before 5 days and after 5 days. I have to take it nearly 5 or 3 days. That's the if you avoid this or skip these days, then automatically there is no chance of ova and sperm physically meeting. Right? This method is called as by seeing the calendar. That's why called as the calendar method. What the method? Periodic abstinence. Okay, we have to skip this. What is the fertile period? 10 to 17 days. It's highly chance of fertility. The people, what is the main aim? The couple, they don't want any pregnancy or the conceivance. That's why I have to skip these days, right? Next one, interrupt. Coitus interrupts. This also called as a coitus interrupts or a withdrawal method. Okay, here is a during intercourse. They have to, before ejaculation, okay, then they have to remove the penis from the female reproductive organ. Then automatically insemination should not be happening. Only ejaculation happens outside. Ejaculation happens outside. Insemination won't be. Insemination means sending the sperm into the female body. Ejaculation means what? No, is expelling sperm outside, not female body. Right? That's a withdrawal method. Withdrawal method also called as coitus interrupts. Lactational amenorrhea. This is a method absence of menstruation. When it absence, when she conceive, menstruation will be indication of the what pregnancy, right? When the menstruation stops, no stoppage of menstruation also happening in the pregnancy. That's indication. And moreover, here is after both also nearly 6 months after the first child birth, after 6 months, that's called as a post child birth. The 6 months there is no menstruation. Okay, still the mother is giving milk to the infant. In that time, there is no chance of menstruation. After delivery, up to 6 months, mother is feeding milk to the child. That's the lactational period. That will be act as a one of the what you call contraceptive method, which is the lactational amenorrhea. Right? Now here is the barrier method. Second is the barrier method. Right? Here is the crucial benefits. Here is the barrier method. Main one is the condoms. Here is the some device have to use. That device has to be prevent the meeting of sperm and ova. The device is nothing but here is the condoms, right? Physical blocks. preventing the sperm entry. Sperm entry won't be happening because of using these condoms. Here, condoms not only provide what you call contraceptive method, like they can provide the prevention of STDs, right? See, condoms provide an additional and exclusive benefit. They protect against the STDs and AIDS. Sexually transmitted disease won't be spread. Apart from that, these are act as a contraceptive methods. They have a two benefits, right? Here is the barrier methods, condoms and cervical caps and walls. Condoms and caps and walls. Condoms are the thin rubber or the latex sheath. This is the picture. This is made up of the rubber or the latex sheath. Popular name under the name Nirod, right? These will be disposable and self-inserted. Means what it has a user-friendly and privacy. Right? They can themselves have to use. Male condoms, generally called as the condoms, and for the female called as the diaphragms. Female condoms called as the diaphragms. Right? These also they can self-inserted, and caps and walls are the reusable rubber barriers. Reusable, but these are not reuse disposable. Remember, condoms are the male condoms are the disposable, but the female condoms are the reusable, right? And here is the these covers the cervix, often paired with the spermicidal creams. They have to apply the spermicides. Okay, they can kill the sperms if it is any failure there. Spermicide. Spermicide means sperm killing. Suicide, homicide, insecticide. Like means side means killing. Okay, here spermicides also using along with this apply over the particular rubber barriers, right? So condoms they can prevent the STDs also. That's additional benefit. Next one is the next contraceptive thing is the intrauterine device. What do you call intrauterine device? This is the intrauterine device, which is the IUDs. You called as the intrauterine contraceptive device. IUCDS also you can write intrauterine contraceptive devices. These inserted by the medical expert, right, into the uterus through the vagina, right? Highly effective and popular for delaying pregnancy. Those they decide to delay the pregnancy or the space between the children is very best. But here is the they should user friendly is there, but privacy is less because of doctor or the medical practitioner have to insert this one. Here is the first one is these are three kinds. First one is non-medicated IUDs. Second is the copper releasing IUDs. Third one is the hormone releasing IUDs. Copper releasing and hormonal releasing. What is the main function of this one? All function is the same, which is the to meet the sperm with the ova have to prevent it. Have to prevent the sperm and ova meeting fertilization have to prevent. Then automatically what happened? There is no pregnancy. Right? Non-medicated. IUDs how many? IUDs. IUDs how many kinds? Three kinds. One is the non-medicated. Non-medicated. Example, lips loop. Okay. Works primarily by the increasing the phagocytosis, cellular absorption. It means what? No, here not using any medical right. Then how it's working? Everyone have a doubt regarding this one. Here using copper. Okay, copper will be affect the sperm motility. We can believe, and hormones will be change their what do you call nature of the cervix and all the things. But here non-medicated, no. We are not using any medical. Then how it is happening means here is the thing when using the lips loop into the cervix region, our body, female body feels this is the particular foreign organism or the foreign body. Due to that, the phagocytes will be released into the female body. When the sperm cell will come, no, they will be killed by these phagocytes, right? Works primarily by the increase in the phagocytosis, that cellular absorption. Here is the macrophages. WBC will be there now, they will be engulf these sperm cells. Means we are not using any chemical but non-medicated IUDs. Why you call IUDs? It is inserting in the device, intrauterine device, in the uterus you are inserting. That's why the sperm within the uterus will be killed, right? That's the non-medicated. Copper releasing IUDs, here is a copper T and medicated 375. It's look like a T, right? These release the copper. Copper have a nature of suppress the sperm motility. Copper will act on the sperm cell and suppress the sperm motility, then fertilizing capacity will be decreased. This is very, very important. What is the use of copper in the CUT and multiload 375? These act on the sperm cell and suppress the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. Means what? They change the action potential membrane on the plasma membrane of the sperm cell. Last one is the hormone releasing. Two are their examples. Progesterone LNG20, LNG, levonorgestrel, levonorgestrel, LNG20, right? And progesterone. These hormones, no, these two hormones will be alter the environment, making the uterus totally unsuitable for the implantation, and the cervical hostile to sperm. The sperm won't be stay more in the cervix region because the cervix region will be environment will be changed. Suppose if it is fertilization takes place, then because of the hormone releasing contraceptive device, it not give a suitable environment to the uterus for the what you call implantation. It prevents the implantation as well as the cervix should not be give a chance to what you call to stay more time the sperm within the cervix. Due to that, sperm finally won't be reached to the particular what you call these reaching the ova, right? In such way it will be prevented. I hope you clear this up to here, right? Go for the remaining contraceptive methods. In these methods, oral pills after hormonal control and remaining UDS. Here is the oral contraceptive pills, right? Here, oral contraceptive pills they have to take as a tablet through the oral route. Pill means what? Tablet. Okay, tablet is the pill, small. Here is the tablet contain that oral contraceptive pill or the tablet. It consists of the progestogen. This is the progesterone derivative, synthetic preparation of the progesterone hormone. This is progestogen or the progestogen plus estrogen combination. The pill have a some pills have a progestogen plus estrogen also. The combination is there. These pills have to take daily for 21 days with a 7 days gap. Okay, with a 7 days gap means what now? That the menstrual cycle 1 to 28 days, right? 1 to 28 days. They have to skip the here is the 7 days, 1 to 7 days. That's menstruation phase there, no? 7 days. 7 days after 28 minus 20, 28 minus 7 is the 21 days. They have to continue 21 days, right? That's the meaning of within the 7 days gap. What is the mechanism of these oral contraceptive pills? Oral contraceptive pill consists of the which chemical are the which component? Progestogen or the progestogen estrogen combinations. Progestogen is the synthetic preparation of the progesterone, right? These inhibit the ovulation. Okay, what is the mechanism? These inhibits the ovulation and implantation and alter the cervical mucus to retard The sperm entry. Sperm has to enter means that cervical mucus is in a proper way means the sperm will be swim in the cervical mucus. If it is cervical mucus condition is not good, it won't be swim and reach the ova, right? And ovulation also inhibited by using these oral contraceptive pills. That ovulation also will be inhibited means what won't be happening, and these implantation also may not happen, right? Next one is the Saheli is the big breakthrough. Here is the developed in India a non-steroidal preparation. I told CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute developed this Saheli tablet, which is called as a once a week pill, weekly one pill enough with the very least side effects. This is the non-steroidal preparation. Non-steroids. Steroids won't be there. That's why there is no side effects or the least side effects. Where is there here? CDRI located in the Lucknow. Lucknow. Right? It's a present in the Lucknow, located in the Lucknow. Next one is implants and injections emergency use for the emergency use, right? Implants, injections. These previously you have taken as intrauterine like and through the orally have taken. Now we are taking or injecting as an injection. Placed under the skin or the inject for the much longer lasting effect. These are nearly 6 to 12 months. Okay, it will be work properly. We have to inject or the use a small sticks like mastic like six fan shaped. These things, these also have the chemical same thing. What is there? Prostogen and estrogen combinations only, right? Emergency application highly effective if administered within 72 hours of unprotected coitus during the rapes, during the unprotected intercourse, casual intercourse. At that time, they have to take the tab. This is all by the females. Okay, this all except male condoms, remaining all methods for the female only. Right? That should be remembered within 72 hours of unprotected coitus. Those don't want consumers, they must use these 72 hours pills. This is called a 72 hours pill. The name itself only calling like a 72 hours pill, right? These are the implants. Implants are the injections which are using there to prevent the unwanted pregnancies, right? Now, surgical methods. Surgical methods which we call as the terminal methods. So, using the term surgical method or the terminal method. Okay. Here is the reversibility is a very poor. What it vasectomy. Vasectomy in the male. Vasectomy male and tubectomy female. Tubectomy female. Vasectomy for males, a small part of the vas difference is removed or tied up through a small incision on the scrotum, right? A small part of vas difference is cut and laid, okay, tied up to through the small incision into the particular scrotum. Then the sperm cells won't be reached to the vas difference. Then automatically that semen will become as usual in the ejaculation. Semen will be ejaculate outside, but the semen should not have any sperm cells. Semen should not have any sperm cells. That's a thing. Don't think semen won't become. Semen will become as usual, but there is no sperm cells, right? Whereas a tubectomy for the female, a small part of the fallopian tube is removed or tied up through the small incision in the abdomen or the vagina. Right? Then tubes when it is blocked, no, then ova won't be released. Does she menstruate? Does tubectomy woman does menstruate? Yes, she can menstruate up to menopause like a normal female or woman only. But here is the thing what no. That menstruation happens endometrium, right? These hormones all working. That endometrium won't be what you call affected. Here is the shedding of the endometrium every month. Then it will be the blood will be released. Then it should not have a ova. That's the thing here. Okay, what is the tubectomy? A small part of fallopian tube is removed or tied up through a small incision. Incision means small cut like, right? Block the ovum from reaching the uterus. Here is the block the sperm transport entirely. Here is the highly effective in preventing any more pregnancies. If they have a two child, they don't want any more child, then go for this technique is the best one. Here the reversibility is very poor, right? Always requires a medical professionals, right? A qualified doctor they will do these sterilization techniques, also called the permanent methods, terminal methods, right? We'll go for the MTP, medical terminants of pregnancy. Here is the medical terminants of pregnancy, MTP, right? Global context, if you go, that intentional or the voluntary termination of pregnancy before full term, right? Here is the intentional or voluntary termination of pregnancy or the full term pregnancy. That's known as the what do you call that MTP. We call as the MTP, right? MTP means intentional voluntary termination before full term. It accounts for 45 to 50 million procedures globally every year happening. Means what, no? Out of 5 pregnant women, one will be aborted or the MTP happening. One-fifth of the all conceived pregnancies, means 45 to 50 globally the people are undergone the that voluntarily terminating their pregnancies, right? Here is the total span is the 9 months. Here is the first month and third month. This all together as the here is the 9/3. Okay, 3 trimesters. How many trimesters? Each month, each have a divided into 3 trimesters. One trimester, second trimester, third trimester, right? So first trimester relatively safe. MTP is a safe. Means what? This is MTP safest up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. It means first trimester have a 3 months, right? 3 months means 1 month have a four. Okay, 4 weeks, 4 into 3, 12 weeks. 12 weeks are the safe. If they don't want pregnancy, you can terminate. Second trimester beyond much risker. Abortions become increasingly dangerous to maternal health. If after 12th week, mostly 12th or the 20th week, if you commit abortion, abortion is a simply termination of pregnancy only. Abortion, that is a risk to the mother, right? But here is the up to 12 months, 12 weeks is the best, right? Safe zone is the 12 weeks. Above, beyond that is the risky. The government of India legally permitted MTP, where which that year is the 1971, right? That's also they are misusing. Okay. Why they given legally permitted MTP means if the pregnancy infant is growing with uncurable any diseases, then go for that one. But the people are using this is a chance to misuse to kill the female feticides. Right? Dangers, misuse, and strict legal bans on the MTPs and all. The danger of quacks means what? No, the issue here is that disturbing trend of MTP performed by illegally by the unqualified doctors. We call the quacks, unqualified doctors. Okay, that should not be happening. These procedures are not only highly unsafe but frequently fatal to the mother. Mother may die, right? Should not be do like that. 12 weeks before means a medical qualified doctor, they can examine, they can abort, right? Here amniocentesis. What is the amniocentesis? To know the infant health. we have to take the some fluid from the amnion during embryonic stage and test their cells and all the things. They can check the chromosomes, the health of the fetus they can examine. Here is the amniocentesis test is chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid surrounding the embryo. Means here is the mother womb. In the mother womb, that infant is there and surrounding some cells will be there. Within the they mix into the amniotic fluid. With the syringe, you have to take the fluid. In the fluid, you have to check their pattern of the chromosomes. Then you can find whether child is growing with the and nothing any disease free or the he or she free from the any chromosomal disorders like that. But that same thing illegally misused for the sex determination. By using that, whether the fetus is the female or male, they will be diagnosis, and if it's the female, no, they are killing female feticides. That's a misuse. For that only, they one lab they strictly statutory ban is now is placed amniocentesis for the sex determination to protect the both young mother and the unborn female fetus, right? This law should be strictly protected. That's why every hospital we can see the prenatal sex diagnosis is the prohibited like that, right? Because of this only female number is going to decrease. Next one, SSD, STDs, nothing but we called as a sexually transmitted diseases, also called as a venereal diseases or sexually transmitted infections. Whatever the heading is correct. STDs, STIs, VDs. VD means venereal disease. All names are same under comes the what you call STDs, right? These STDs are the it includes three HIV. Okay, it's virus. It leads to the AIDS disease, hepatitis B, and genital herpes. These are the infections which are non curable. Okay, these infects stay with the patient. These are the non curable, non curable, right? And here is the completely curable. This is incurable or non curable. Next one, completely curable if detected early. Gonorrhea and syphilis and chlamyditis and genital warts and trichomoniasis. In that, which of the following are not only contaminated through the only sexual act, hepatitis B and HIV, not only through the sexual act, with the other means also will be affected. Right? Which is hepatitis B and organs also. And one more objective is which of the following STDs it's not related to the sexual organs not affected. HIV, hepatitis B, sexual organs won't be affected, even though STDs. Right? Now, transmission vectors. Transmission vectors. The transmission vectors are here they have given as infections transmit via sexual intercourse, which are the hepatitis B. HIV can also spread through the sharing of injections, needles, surgical instruments, and blood transfusion, and from an infected mother to the fetus through the placenta. Through the placenta, these will be transmit. Got it? How these STDs, hepatitis B and HIV will be infect, not only sexual contact. That's a very important thing here. And here is the progression, stigma, and prevention. How to prevent this one? The cost of silence. Early symptoms. Don't be as silent. Don't be neglect. That oath is more. Right, our life only. Right. Minor itching and fluid discharge, slight pain. If it is there, no, have to contact doctor. Don't be a silent. That's a cost of silence is the paying our life only. Females are often asymptomatic, but they have to check it. The stigma barrier. Here is the what is the stigma barrier? Social stigma we call as absence of visible symptoms combined with the social stigma deters individuals from the timely medical help. Okay, that's regarding sexual organs. No, they feel shy to share with anyone. Okay, so they have to contact the gynecologist, right? And here is the more mostly targeted age is the 15 to 24, 15 to 24 years age group people. They have a more possibility to get these diseases. Three golden rules: avoid sex with unknown or the multiple partners. Okay, how to avoid STDs are the VD, venereal diseases, VDs and STDs and STIs. Always use condoms during the coitus and consult qualified doctor if you have any doubt regarding the reproductive organ infections. It can avoid. This is the how to prevent STDs. Next one, infertility. Up to here, you're learning about the avoiding pregnancy, avoid conception, avoid conception. Now here is uh, the people are not there after marriage also they won't get any kids. Further, they are trying to get a young one, but even though they are not able to get for that, how to understand the infertility? What is the infertility? Infertility two kinds: primary infertility and secondary infertility. Primary infertility, infertility, and second one is the secondary infertility, right? Primary infertility means what? No, they never conceive. But secondary infertility, they have a one child, but second offspring won't be get. One child only they have, but second they don't have a child. There is no chance. Here in this, the inability to produce children, but the infertility, inability to produce children in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation. If they are in the coitus without any using barrier or whatever method, so they even though they won't get the child, they cannot able to produce a child. That's called as infertility. Male factors may be lower sperm count, inability to inseminate, or the physical or the congenital issues or psychological issues. Female factors, mostly ovulation issues, implantation barriers maybe, and hormonal issues, psychological factors nowadays more. They may have a effect on the consumption, right? See, myth boasting idea, the female is often unfairly blamed for the female is mostly blamed for the those who don't have a child, yes, right? They are blamed. How you know? Yeah, because of couple key childless, they are living in the society. However, medical science proves that problem often lies in the male partner, but require equal diagnosis at the specialized clinic conditions. Mostly, both what do you call than the female, males only have a more issues, but even though oftenly females are blamed, right? Decoding ART. ART means ART, assisted reproductive technology. ART means assisted reproductive reproductive technology, right? Assisted reproductive technology in vitro fertilization. IVF means in vitro fertilization. Test tube baby program, nothing but test tube baby program. Okay, in vitro fertilization means what? Test tube baby program. It means ova and sperm cells are included to form a zygote under the simulated laboratory conditions outside the body, right? The laboratory, not in the test tube, in the laboratory, that's a simulated condition. Sperm has to collect from the donor or the husband or from the female. They have to fuse in the outside. That's called as the in vitro fertilization, right? Then here is the mm, where the fertilization happens, that's outside the body, we call as in vitro. Outside the body means in vitro fertilization. In that, where does fertilization happens? Here outside. That's called as the in vitro. What do you call? In vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization. Now here is the early stage. If it is happening early stage, that's a GIFT. GIFT. Okay, late stage means IUT, intrauterine transfer. Intrauterine transfer. Got it? Intrauterine transfer. Here is the early stage, the zygote intrafallopian transfer. Zygote or early embryo up to 8 blastomeres. Up to 8 blastomeres. We have to what we call fuse outside in vitro. Then 8 blastomeres stage have to implant or insert where it is fallopian tube. Okay. ZIFT means what? Zygote intrafallopian transfer. Okay, T means transfer. T means transfer. Clear? Zygote intrafallopian transfer. Zygote or early embryo. 8 blastomere stage. 8 blastomere stage. Where should we have to transfer in the fallopian tube? That's why called as a ZIFT. GIFT. Okay, and late stage means what? Beyond after 8 blastomere. Right? Early embryo with more than 8 blastomeres transfer into the uterus because of early after stage, no, not early stage, no. That's why late stage. That's the reason how to transfer the uterus. That's called as a IUT, intrauterine transfer. Embryo transfer technique ET. Okay, we are changing the embryo. We are transferring the embryo, whether it is the what you call fallopian tube or else uterus. That's a ET. Got it? ET means embryo transfer should be transferred into the fallopian tube, mostly uterus only because of that's embryo, right? And ICSI is the what you call intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection, right? Means what? No, you have to take the ova from the donor or the mother, right? And directly give the sperm injection. This also undercomes the in vitro. In vitro, we are taking out. After that, see highly specialized lab procedure where a single sperm is injected direct into the womb. After that, you go for the GIF or the IUT. Got it? Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Now, in vivo methods and adoption. In vivo means what? No, inside the body. Fertilization takes place inside the mother's womb. The mother is not able to give a particular ova. See, first one is the gamete intra-fallopian transfer gift. GIFT is the ZIFT is the in vitro, but gift is the in vivo. That's the difference. And artificial insemination and intrauterine transfer also in vivo. Transforming an ovum collected from the donor into the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce one but can provide the suitable environment. That's why for what the defect for the particular female, she is not able to produce a ova. That's why collect the ova from the donor and remaining are normal only to this woman, right? That's called as the gift. AI, artificial insemination, semen from the husband or the healthy donor, artificial introduced into the vagina or directly into the uterus. Okay, correcting very low sperm counts. Okay, this is the correction for the those who have a very low sperm count. Then this is the AI or intrauterine. This also undercomes the in vivo, right? Then here is the these precision technologies are expensive and often have a inaccessible. But even though there is no other go, The ART, right? ART provides the childless couple as a like a they will give the family to them. Okay. I hope you clear this session. Thank you so much. Was this one and have to understand doubts ask in a comment box. Thank you so much.